to my temple. This is the temple of tarot, astrology, and yoga. And my name is Ava. I'm going to be your oracle, your guide for the month of January 2026. Happy New Year, Cancer. This is the year of the horse in Chinese astrology. So you might want to check to see if your own animal, the animal of the year that you were born, is compatible with the horse. What I do is I do an Astro tarot forecast. I combine astrology and the tarot, two sister arts of divination and wisdom. And so, to keep it simple and direct, what I do is I follow the transits of only two planets, Mars and Venus, sort of the yin yang, the dark, the light sides of life, and it so brings in understanding about the energies going on within a particular month, more focused, more direct. That's why I follow only two planets. Plus I use them, the forecast, as a foundation, a base for the tarot reading that follows. Well, this is a beautiful month for you, a very intense month, because Mars and Venus still together, still joined, move simultaneously through two signs during the month. In the first half of the month, more or less, they are in Capricorn, your seventh house of relationships. Then they move together into Aquarius, your eighth house. The eighth house is a very dramatic house, very passionate house of, well, there are several words that they use to describe it: death, sex, taxes, and shared resources with a partner or partnerships of, that can be business partnerships or romantic. So you see, both sides of the month concern themselves with partnership, dynamics, power struggles, because it's yin yang, the need for negotiation and diplomacy, and the need to express yourself and to assert your own ideas and your own will. So this may clash a bit in both halves of the month. But we have a prognostication, a foretelling of a very profound personal transformation that maybe you'll experience. There's a definite struggle, inner struggle, between being spontaneous and passionate and more resigned and self-contained. So you see, these two energies are pulling in two different directions, and so there's an approach that you have is sort of like fearlessness, because of this empowerment, this wanting to pursue your passions, wanting to deepen your relationships, to make them more authentic and real. and to bring in true cooperation and true reciprocal energy in your partnerships. Now, death and sex, often the two most potent energies in life. One, death, symbolic of endings, culminations, deep transformations. Again, it could be about your relationship, a relationship or relationships that have passionate significance to you, that you care about, that you're concerned over. And so, again, this is a period of intense focus on partnerships, romantic or platonic, but partnerships that involve resources. So this is about the managing and bringing to a level of true fairness in a partnership where both parties feel justly treated and justly compensated. So death is a profound symbol of transformation, personal, deep transformation. So it may involve transformation through the acquisition of new wealth in your inheritance, material inheritance. Or it could be that an investment brings sudden and deep change and allows you to make choices that are relevant to your deepest happiness and well-being. So you can see that this month is just rife for dynamic events and passionate exchanges, which have to be monitored and kept within the bounds of civility. This is the union of Mars and Venus together, creating a balance between assertion of your needs and your wants and the compassion for the other's needs and wants as well. So that's why this month is going to be quite moving, emotionally moving for you. So now let's move on to your tarot forecast. But before we go, let me say thank you for a wonderful year and for my new subscribers. Thank you very much. I'm trying to regrow the channel, as it was interrupted not only by several hurricane crises in Florida, but maybe even internal crises I was having because I intuited that a big change was coming, and how I had to adapt to that took several years of internal adjustment and now external adjustment as I'm regrowing the channel. In fact, I'm going to be starting to read tarot publicly here on the Big Island of Hawaii at a beautiful little coffee shop and clothes shop called the Wood Rose Cafe. And there is such a thing as a wood rose. And I might be able to grow that in my garden and show it to you soon, hopefully. All right. So with this reading as the background and base for the tarot reading upcoming, thank you. And there's links below if you'd like a private reading. Namaste. So welcome, Cancer. to your tarot forecast for January 2026. Again, relevant to you if your sun sign, your moon sign, or your rising sign is Cancer. I'm a Pisces sun sign, rising sign, a Scorpio, maybe a little bit of Libra thrown in there, but Scorpio mostly. And so I understand you. We navigate through life with the same mechanism, an emotional rudder that steers us always, sometimes in the right and sometimes in the wrong direction. But we are very responsive and empathetic to other people's various emotional states, and so we understand each other well. I have a very good friend who is a Cancer. So let's shuffle just a bit and discuss things. So yes, whenever we encounter activity in the 8th house, it does stir things up. I don't know if I failed to mention that taxes, it's a subject that we don't always like to discuss, but it's about governmental obligations which run both ways, and or administrative areas. And with both Mars and Venus there, it's that you're turning your attention to something that is maybe on a bureaucratic level and trying to sort it out with diplomacy and logic, as well as focused energy. So, all right. So now, let's insert 2 reversals. Like this. Only 2, because I don't want it to be overwhelmed with reversals. Sometimes the reversals actually turn what is a difficult card into one that's less difficult. So, but it does have meaning. If in a 4-card spread, which is, this spread is only 4 cards. So if there's a reversal, it has some significance. So let's do this. Let's create like that. And this, and like this. This is a 4-card spread, and the first card represents the overall mood or energy of the month of January. The sun. The sun is an absolutely beautiful symbol. The sun has been a phenomenon that has been worshipped through time, because the sun gives us nourishment and life. So it's about the sun rising up from the darkness, from the past, and illuminating your path to the future. It brings resolution after a difficult period. That period ends. Now, your efforts will be rewarded. If it's about your health will start to improve. This forecasts a fresh start a new beginning, a feeling of upliftment, inspiration, clarity, seeing things without illusion, seeing clearly. The child on the horse represents innocence, unconditional love. The white horse is about purity, purity of heart and of mind, a return of innocence. Without innocence, there can be no growth. Skepticism, self-mockery intrude upon the growth process. Only in an atmosphere of purity, unconditional love, can true growth be attained. The sun is the symbol of this kind of reawakening, renewal, emergence from the darkness within and without, in the outside, and to bring light, your light. Now, because we have so much emphasis in the astrological forecast on partnerships and relationships, there's no doubt that it will also feel as if there's a renewal and a rebirth, a return to innocence within a relationship. So this is an overwhelmingly positive sign that your environment will be characterized by new vitality, joy, clarity. Venus wins the battle for your heart and your mind, and optimism reigns over pessimism. You overcome your fears. The mood is one of pure happiness and high enthusiasm. Hidden problems, issues, misunderstandings, lies are brought up to the surface for your conscious mind to inspect and to release. Knowledge becomes power. This is the symbol of the sun. So let's see what your challenge may be. It is the hangman. The hangman. When we look closely at this card, what we see is a man hanging upside down. He has a crown, a halo of enlightenment around his head. He is symbolic of sacrifice. Cancer is one of the signs that for them, being self-sacrificial is their gift to their family and to the community. They are always seeking service, to be of service. What this implies is that a reevaluation of your situation, a reassessment, maybe even of your financial conditions, are going to challenge you. You need to change your perspective, to see things upside down. Reevaluate. You're likely fighting a situation you can't control. And this could be a relationship, a situation that is evolving that you can't control. And so it's relinquishing of control and just seeing it in a completely different perspective. Sometimes this card also means that things are in limbo, suspended, not going anywhere. Or you yourself might be feeling rather stuck. There's a problem or an obstacle that you can't figure out. Maybe you're just stuck in old beliefs, antiquated ideas or beliefs that you have to let go of before progress can be made. Maybe you need to step back and look at things from an entirely new angle. Some of you might be faced with a significant personal sacrifice that you have to make. Surrender. This is what this is about. Surrender. Being able to let go and surrender. Serve. Be, as a Cancer is, be of value in the situation. So that is your challenge. So let's go on. So we have 2 major arcana cards in a 4-card spread. So it is again acknowledging the passionate transformation that is promised here. So let's see what's in the position of the unexpected. Wealth, material control, the ability to remain solid and unmoved even if things are shaking around you. So it's the channeling of this intense energy that's coming in towards something that's constructive in areas such as perhaps shared resources, joint financial obligations, responsibilities, inheritances, the management of that inheritance, or a creative project, and the management of that financially and materially. having open and honest communications about things that are practical, so that you can navigate this period fearlessly, approaching any difficulty or any crisis with solid constructive ideas. Now, one can become possessive in regards to this card. You may become possessive of what you have, wanting to guard what you have if you feel it threatened. This is possessiveness also in relationships. Sudden possessiveness. When you love, you must trust. And so it's also about being very focused on the material necessities of life, the material aspect of life. With Mars in the 8th, which is, taxes, financial obligations to society. It might be about that. It might be about managing that concretely and with a great deal of level-headedness. So that might be something that just comes in, or it might be the intrusion, a strange word I've used, for material abundance as well. And so the need to manage that abundance, perhaps that inheritance, because the 8th house is about inheritance. So sudden, unexpected, perhaps investment monies. A fearlessness, though, about your financial condition. You stand solid in your material world. So let's move on to the outcome. Wow. All right. So what will actually sum this up in some way, or present to us some further insight, perhaps? We have the Lovers. The Lovers. The final outcome will be determined by a significant choice you're going to have to make. This choice, this decision, will not be trivial and may involve, again, a significant other, lover. It indicates a deep connection with someone, a strong friendship or business alignment. This is passion, indicated by the volcano, joined to practicality and trust. Open, honest communication leads you to a decision, a choice that resonates with your heart, represented by the angel. Your core values will be tested this month. as will your ability to see things in a totally new way. So this is a month of fated connections, pivotal decisions that will have lasting consequences. So, we have a very interesting assembly of cards here. Let me find them. There they are. The Sun, followed by the Hangman, and then in the unexpected we have the Four of Pentacles, and then we end up with another major arcana card, the Lovers. So we have 3 major arcana cards. Let me show you. Lovers, the Sun, and the Hangman. The only minor one is also royalty, Midas, King Midas. So we have here a wonderful opportunity, again, for profound personal transformation and the ability to funnel intense energies, emotional energies, towards stability and letting things be as they are, but simply seeing them in a new way that brings enlightenment, love, innocence, and peace, and leads to a decision that affects you and another in ways that have profound emotional results. So, my goodness, what a way to begin a whole new year of dynamic growth. So thank you very much, Cancer, for joining me, for liking, sharing, and subscribing. And if you would like a personal and private reading, there's a link below. Namaste. See you next month.